basically an alpha. Okay, 10 seconds. I'm going to go on, continue from where the body was last week. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Right, shalom. Yahweh Hashem Shabbat thumb to the brothers online, the brothers in here. Yahweh Hashem Shabbat thumb. Right. Yahweh Shemar them by Hashem Shabbat the sisters online. All right. Fridays Hebrew class as always. We're gonna learn about some Hebrew. We got some new brothers in here, young brothers in here, who are very concerned about the language. Right. One brother said he wanted it from the ground up. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get the beginning. You see what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, you come a little closer to it, right? So you're a part of us, all right?
Okay,
you got it, brother, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, see right there, it's all good, you know what I mean? Good. How well is your reading?
Was at a 4th grade level, but right now I'm doing a little better by just practicing.
Okay. All right. See if you can read this for me right here. Have a seat right there, right? Let's read this paragraph right there, top, right? Okay. So on the board, I got some stuff on the board from last week, right? As we know, last week was the we're freezing. Take off the Facebook. Oh, you got a third one on there. Take off the extra channel you're trying to put on. Take off the extra channel you're on there, right? Now for the brothers in here, read that from the top right there, Babosha.
The Hebrew alphabet is the oldest in the world.
Number 1.
Still.
The Hebrew alphabet is the oldest in the world. Number 1. That's a thing that people don't say, especially in the black community. They want to say Africa. Or they want to say Egypt. As a matter of fact, hold on. We're missing a part of this book right here. As a matter of fact, let me skip it a little bit to the front to see where this book came from. If I'm making up stuff, we just talking garbage in here, right? Where did this book come from?
Yale University Press.
This is from Yale University. All right, so we got a book here from Yale University, right? The education that none of us in there can afford. If you put all of our wages together, we can afford that education, right? But when you get that kind of education, they would say from the top, Hebrew.
The Hebrew alphabet
is the oldest
in the world. Still in use today.
Talking about the Jewish man, the Israeli who's getting bombed and blowing up people. You see what I'm saying? Yale said that. So you got to compare the grade of education compared to others who have their opinions, right? And who is right and who is wrong. I will go with scholarship. I will go with research. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading there.
Our alphabet is a descendant of it by a circuitous route.
Talking about the English, meaning the English language is born out of the Hebrew. Earlier we was talking about the Aleph.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
The Aleph is now the letter A.
Exactly.
Right? And then after Aleph will be Bet, right? And that will be the B. A, B. Aleph, B.
Exactly.
Right? And that comes from the Hebrew. So the English is born out of Hebrew. That's another thing that people don't say.
Our Hebrew language is a breakdown for the elements in the earth.
Keep reading.
The text of the Hebrew Bible we use today reflects several periods of development.
Meaning, if you look into a Tanakh or Torah today, you're going to see things are added onto it that are not there from the beginning. Right? Keep reading.
Originally, only the consultants was used.
Originally means in the origin, meaning in the beginning. Give me a Zephaniah 3:9. Zephaniah 3:9, right? Zephaniah 3:9. Read it apart again. Originally
only the
consonants
was used. All right, that's the punctuations and all that.
Yeah, so
they ain't have none of that.
Only the consonants was used, meaning what? There was no
There was no punctuation.
There was no vowels.
Vowels, there you go.
There's no vowels. What is a vowel?
Vowel is the A-E-I-O-U.
Very good, very good. A-E-I-O-U. Right? Now, if I wanted to spell, brother, what's your name again?
Stanley.
Stanley, what's going on, Stanley, man? How's the heart, all right? How's the heart?
Oh, praise be to God.
Most High in Christ, for sure. You know what I mean? Now, how do we spell Aleph? A-L-E-F. Okay? But then, read that part again. Originally
only the consonants was used.
Originally, only the consonants were used, meaning no vowels. So, meaning what? There could not have been an E there. So there's something added on today to where Jewish people would say Aleph today, right? But originally, it was not spoken like that. We're gonna get into all that in a minute. All right, keep reading there.
By the time of the Israelite kingdom, some consonants was used to indicate certain vowels.
Right, so that's going into the Israelis' tongue now, the Jewish man's tongue. Okay, so close that book, right? We're gonna get into this. We might come back there in a little bit, right? You can put that book down. Oh, you want to look at it? Look at it.
Definitely want to look
at that right there, right? Okay. So now on the top of the board, we have in our Hebrew tongue, in our culture of how you write, we have Lashawan Qadash, right? I'm gonna write it out in English letters for you, right? So how we got that, right? Also, if there's any questions online, let me know too, right? Okay. So that word we had over here, I'm gonna write it over here. La, sha, one, right? La, sha, one, right? Spelled like this in the English letters. La, sha, one, right? And this word, Lashawan, rightly means language. Right? This is our way of saying language. In the Old English, you call it a tongue. Right? So in Old English, you read in the Bible, they'll say, oh, you speak in this tongue, you speak in that tongue. You read a movie from the Middle Ages, they'll say, oh, you're speaking in a foreign tongue. You're speaking in a Chinese tongue, or you're speaking in an African tongue, Arabic tongue, to say a language. So oftentimes, you won't hear us say that this means language. You hear us say that this means tongue. Right?
Okay. How you pronounce that again?
Lashawan.
Lashawan.
Right, so we're going to get the whole alphabet so we don't have to say each Hebrew letter per se correctly, right?
If I may, sir, L-A-N-G is also French for tongue.
Lang, right.
It literally means, both in French and Creole, it literally means tongue.
Come, Most High Christ, come. When you see, right, a Hebrew word that is more than 2 or 3 letters, there is a tense in there. So when I read this, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, I know that this is not the root word. Because every Hebrew root word is either the root word right here. The root word, right, is always 2 or 3 letters. That's the basis. You have to know that before you go anywhere. If you don't know that, you're not going to know what the hell you're reading. Right? Here's a Hebrew letter. Here's a Hebrew word. 1, 2, 3, 4 letters. Meaning what? This is not the root word. To get the root word, I need to take out the tense. Here is the tense, right? So, of course, I wrote this same word out in English letters. Right here, right? This Y right here. Right? I hope I'm not losing you.
I'll let you know.
Trying to take my time here, right? When you see that Y in there,
Yeah.
that Y in the middle of a Hebrew word, only in the middle. When you see it in the middle, this is the Hebrew way of saying I-N-G.
Oh, okay. okay.
So if you hear anybody say any Hebrew word, if you hear them saying shalom, if you hear them saying shalomar, if you hear anybody saying what people say, I'm a word, or anything with a wa in the middle of a Hebrew word, that is our way of saying ing with the wa in the middle of a word. So of course, shalom doesn't mean peace to me or you. Shalom, when you go in there, it means recompense, meaning you're trying to make peace with somebody. You're piecing someone. All right, meaning the piece is broken, but you want to make peace. You want to create peace. You're piecing. It's like how you could run. You can be running. You eat and you're eating, and there's a way of peace and peacing, meaning you done somebody wrong. So what is your recompense? You need to pay him something. Say it again.
Make amends with that.
Make amends. That's exactly the point. You're gonna raise your hand though, right? So everybody don't jump over each other. So it's all good, but that's the rules in here. Raise your hand. You know what I mean? But absolutely correct. You make amends, right? So you did something wrong. I feel wrong by you. What you gotta do? Cough up the money. Make right with me. Peace. Create peace. Piecing me. All right. So you hear out there, you hear a phenomenon where brothers say shalom. That's wrong according to Hebrew, because the initial word, the root word, is 2 or 3 letters for the Hebrew. Okay? So the root word of Lashawan is la sha. If I take out the wa, brother, what am I left with?
La sha.
La sha. And what about this one right here? We gotta put that on there too, right?
With the N?
Yeah.
Lashan?
Lashan.
So only the WA is the ing.
Oh, there you go.
Only the
WA is the ink. Very good, very good. I will left it Lashan. Lashan is the actual word for tongue.
Oh, and tongue they use it to say language.
Yeah, so
Lashan.
Lashan is tongue. Lashawan is like tonguing. It's the thing that your tongue is doing.
Yeah.
All right? So what is the thing that you're doing? You have peace, and then you have the thing that you're doing to have peace.
Lashawan, that's Lashawan and Lashan.
There you go.
All right, Lashan is the tongue, Lashawan is the Lashawani. The Lashawan.
Lashawan is the language.
All right.
Yeah, right? Your tongue does a thing. That means you're talking right now?
Mm-hmm.
That's a tongue doing things and making sounds. You know what I mean? There we go, right?
Yeah, I need to write this down too, but
You want to get a paper?
no.
Let's see if we get a paper under the table. Right.
Thank you, brother.
All right. Also, we got the Hebrew sheets too. We got to get the Hebrew. We got them around here. Six there the printer. That's
The Hebrew sheets?
Yeah, it should be that yellow envelope.
Okay.
You got a pen? You got a pen? All right. You know how to scissor it down the middle? Let's see if you can cut it down the middle and get them on each bubble shot. All right.
Wow. So the Lashawan in Hebrew is that what's the N the N and that letter right there? What's the Hebrew letters for that?
So the Hebrew is very good. Good observation, right? It'll be like this: La, Sha, Na, La, Shan. All right.
That's Hebrew writing?
That's Hebrew writing. This is
So
before.
what letter is that? That's the first one.
This is La. This is where you get the letter L from. Remember, we just read where it says the language used today comes from the Hebrew.
Yeah, definitely.
By a circuitous root.
Definitely.
Right? So this letter L in English today comes from the initial Hebrew.
Yeah, but see, I was looking at I'm trying to get familiar with the Hebrew alphabets. You know what I mean? I know it's on Aleph, but then Bet, and then so forth. Which alphabet is that?
This is the first one.
If I may, sir.
Yeah.
Are you referring to the way the formation of the letter?
No, I'm just referring to which letter is it? Like that looks like an American L.
It looks like an American
Like American
Give me
L.
my hand, yo. That's true. That's why we got the sheet coming to you right there. Yeah, the American L, or the England man's L, right? Number one, a lot of Negroes came from England. I got a book here, as a matter of fact. I got it with me this time. You know what I mean? I'm gonna bring it out. I'm bring the information out too. Right? We got some history that we're gonna bring out later on today, from pieces that they've been hiding from us a long time, from Benjamin Franklin's essay and Oliver Cromwell. More of Oliver Cromwell. We went into Oliver Cromwell before, the devil, right? He's like, yeah. Oliver Cromwell, you know what I mean? Who brought a lot of Negroes over here. Okay, so let me get rid of these words right here. We got the word shakan. Our body went over this last week. Big up the priest officer our body for coming class last week. All right. Shakan is to dwell. All right. And then mashakan, the ma means of, as a preposition. Right. So mashakan is the dwelling place. Okay. Anybody got questions on that? We'll go more into that later. I wanna clear the board because we got a lot of things to go into. Okay. Ahal is the word for it says tabernacle here. We don't say tabernacle in our usual English language, but ahal, right? Ahal, right? Ahal, the same L that looks like the American L, right? This word ahal is the big tent. Big tent. I know earlier you were saying bayat, right?
Saying what?
You saying base. Base?
Oh, the second letter.
The second letter.
Yeah.
Right? Right. Beth, right? In our dialect, in the Israelites' original dialect, it was bayat.
Oh, okay.
Right? So of course, they're gonna look at this and they're gonna say bait or Beth.
Yeah.
Right? But this is ba, this is ya, and this is tha. Ba, ya, tha. Right? So this is, of course, the Jewish man writes like this. As we created this writing style in Assyria when we were in captivity, back when we was together with the Latinos, right when they separated from us, right? So at that time, our writing, we were writing like this. Ba, but this is a tent you're drawing. This is a hand you're drawing. This is an arm doing this. And this is a tha, like X marks the spot on the treasure map. To say tha, right? Tent, hand, mark. All right? Ba, ya. So this is this. You got the sheet? You got the little sheet?
Yeah.
All right? So, Thomas, let me see your sheet right quick so I can show people online what we're looking at here. Okay? So, I passed the brother Stanley and Thomas the Hebrew sheet. Of course, you'll contact your camp leader and you can get one of these easily via your email. And of course, on the top here, right? On the top here, we have it written, the ancient Hebrew language, right in the corner, if you see right here, right? The ancient Hebrew language. And then underneath that, we got the Assyrian Hebrew language, right? Because we're saying what it is, right? Thomas, you ever had one of these before? Okay, Most High in Christ, right? Right? So, of course, we got the Assyrian Hebrew, which is what the Jewish man uses today as modern Hebrew, right? And then you have the Hebrew that was from the beginning, but has advanced until the time of King David.
Which one is that? That's the handwritten?
No, that's this one right here. So this is the one that we have to get back to. You got that scripture with me?
Yes, sir.
Zephaniah 3 and 9?
Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 9.
Uh-huh.
For then will I turn to the people a pure language.
But then, hold on, wait. One verse up, so we can know what time we're dealing with in the scriptures. Because you believe in the Bible, right? In the Bible, Most High in Christ. Read.
Verse 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me.
Right. So this means black man, Latino man, you're oppressed. Don't be running to go get your gun to go do nothing, because the oppressor makes guns. You see what I'm saying? You can't take a gun to the gun factory to try to win a war, right? And the Lord is the one that brought us in this captivity in the first place. All right? Keep reading.
Saith the Most High.
Saith the Most High. The Lord said this. Read. The Lord said, wait upon him till he brings forth World War III. Till he makes Hamas and the Israeli man fight against each other. He makes it pour into that war. It's going to pour into the streets of New York. Lord willing, as long as we keep resisting sin, the Lord be moved with compassion by that we obey him now as we did not obey him before. Keep reading.
Until the day.
Read.
That I rise up to the prey.
That the Lord is going to rise up to the prey. Call him a prey too. Because that prey has been our predator for 40 years. Right. And the Lord calls him the prey this whole time. Keep reading. And just like a prey, just like the Lord is the real predator and he's the prey, the Lord waits for the right moment to strike on him. Keep reading.
For my determination.
For my what?
For my determination.
His determination, meaning his mind is set on this thing. He's determined on this thing. He's focused on this thing. Read.
Is to gather the nations.
Is that word peace? Read it again.
Is to gather the nations.
God is all love. Read it again.
Is to gather the nations.
Is to gather the nations. Nations in the Bible means race. To gather all races of people together. Read.
That I may assemble the kingdom.
That he's going to assemble the kingdom. What does assembling the kingdom do? Kingdom in the Bible means country. You have the kingdom of Arabia, the Saudi Arabia kingdom. You have the kingdom of Iran. You have the kingdom of China. You have the kingdom of China. You have the kingdom of America. Right? You got all the African kingdoms. Say it again. Britain. You got the kingdom of Britain, France, Germany. Right? Read the part again.
That I may assemble the kingdom.
He wants to assemble the kingdom. What does that look like? That's the soldiers getting in line. Marching. They're all together. Right? They are assembled. Keep reading.
To pour upon them.
The Lord will pour this on them. Read.
Mine indignation.
Mine indignation. What does indignation mean?
Alexa.
Oh, there we go.
What does the word indignation mean?
Indignation is a strong feeling of displeasure or righteous anger in response to something perceived as unfair, unjust, or offensive. It is distinguished from other emotions by its moral nature.
Say it again.
Alexa, repeat that.
Indignation is a strong feeling of displeasure or righteous anger in response to something perceived as unfair, unjust, or offensive.
Indignation is a great feeling of displeasure and righteous anger. Right? So the Lord is gathering everybody because he loves them. He's not gathering everybody because he loves them. He's gathering everybody together because he's displeased with them. He's angry at all of them for what they have done to the true chosen people of God who are the Israelites, Black, Latinos, and Native Indians according to the scriptures. Keep reading.
Even all my fierce anger.
Even all the Lord's fierce anger. That's why he's bringing them together. Why? To hold hands, to hug? No. To pour out his fierce anger. What does that look like? What does it look like when the Lord got angry? We were talking earlier, right? I was talking about the flood of Noah. When the Lord was angry, what did he do? Kill everybody. I'm talking about everybody on the earth. Damn. I'm talking about there's a city full of people, millions of people, like in New York, and the Lord come and kill everybody and save you. You take God off, man. Right. You see what I'm saying? And that's the same God that we're talking about right now. And he wants to kill everybody. He's going to put the Israeli man who acts like he's all innocent and he's crying and the Holocaust. He puts them right against the people cutting heads off in the middle of the street. And he shows you how the Jewish man really is. Jewish man said he was nobody there. He wants to flatten the man, the woman, the children, the kids, the dog, the pigeon. He said he wants everything going out of Palestine. That's what he said. Keep reading.
For all the earth shall be devoured.
For all the earth shall be devoured, eaten up by his anger. Keep reading.
With the fire of my jealousy.
With the fire of his jealousy. That's thermonuclear fire in the Bible. That fire, the Lord flooded the earth one time with water. You're going to flood the earth again with fire. Keep reading.
Verse 9.
Verse 9. Here we go.
For then.
Now, in this time, for then, would the Lord do what?
For then will I turn to the people
For then will I turn to the people, what?
a pure language.
A pure language. Meaning what? When these wars are going down, these wars and these rumors of wars, when they're going down, the Lord are assembling the nations. From the time of the Cold War up until now, He's going to turn to us a pure language. Meaning what? Before that, there was not a pure language. Right. Aleph was not the pure language. But the Lord revealed things to the black, what they call the black Israelites. The Lord revealed a what? He's going to turn to the people of what?
A pure language.
So now we can read a book, and you said there's no vowels in there. And we look at what they got, and we just take out the vowels. And then that's how you just get a pure language. Keep reading.
That they may call upon the name of the Most High.
Now we can call upon the name of the Most High. Who's the Jewish man calling the Most High, Stanley?
The Jewish man called the Most High?
Yeah, what are they calling the Most High?
Elohim.
They call him Elohim. Elohim. Right? What else they call him? They call him Yahuwah. Right? Except they got vowels in here. Got one vowel, two vowel, three vowel. Yahuwah got a vowel and a vowel. Right? So meaning what? You gotta take these vowels out. Right? Without the vowels, la, ha, yum. Without the vowels. You're just taking the vowels out. Remember, you're making a pure language, meaning just like you want. If you go to New York City pipes, and you know that water is contaminated, you need a filter to make the water pure again, right? You need a filtration system to get drinkable water, to get pure water. Right. Likewise, we have, if you want to learn Hebrew, there's a Jewish man that's speaking a contaminated language, contaminated with European vowels. Filter the vowels out, and then we're left with the pure language. Take away all of the contaminants out of it. Take away all them dots and dashes around it.
How do you pronounce that again?
Allah, yum. Allah, ha, yum. All right? And you put these together, Allah, yum.
Allah, yum.
Right, and Allah is the word for God or powers. That's not God's name. God's name.
Wow, hold up.
Yeah, that's the word that means God, power, or authority.
You say that again, brother?
Huh?
You said that means the word of power?
Yeah, that was power. God means power or authority.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what that
You
means.
said that the Allah means power.
Allah is the Hebrew word for power.
Wow.
So just like
where's that in the text? Can I read that?
Yeah, you can go to Shema Yasharallah, Allah, Deuteronomy 6 and 2. Read this.
I'm gonna get it.
Our God is one. You're gonna get it for you right now, right? Let's get a Tanakh too, so we can read it, the scripture out, right?
Wow. Cracked it.
Deuteronomy 6 and 4. Okay.
Wow.
Right. So it's Deuteronomy 6 and 4, right? It says, Wa ahabath af Yahweh alayaka bakat. That's verse 5, right? Hold on, this is verse 3. Verse 3 ends here. Here we go. Wa shamai Yasharallah wa shamarat la aishawath ashar yayatab laka wa amar tharabawan. Skip down. Alaya, you sure? Deuteronomy 6 and 4.
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one.
Shemai Yasharallah Yahweh Allah Hayanawa Yahweh Akkad. All right, so that was it right there. All right. So that part right there where it says Allah Haya Nawa,
Yeah.
that Nawa is how we say our, like we or our. So Shemai, Yasharala, Yahweh, Allah, Yanawa, Yahweh, Akkad. Right? So what it's saying is Shemai means to hear, Yasharala is Israel, right? Shemai, where's it go? Shemai, Yasharala. Yahweh is God's name. Allah, Yanawa means our God. And Yahweh means God's name again. Akkad means one, to say we only have one God. Our God is the one God. All right? Okay. So God's name, right, would not be this. It would be written like so. Yah, Ha, Wa. Right? And they call this, let me take this other stuff on the board. They call this the oppressor, he calls this the tetragrammaton. All right? This figure that you're looking at right here, he calls it the tetragrammaton. He got all these other names for it except God's name. It's very striking. As a matter of fact, to make sure that you don't say this, give me the scripture where it says that we called on the Lord and he respect unto us in Exodus.
Gotcha.
All right? All right, we're turning AC on. We getting a little hot in here?
No.
I'm getting a little hot in here. You know what I mean? So good. Okay.
Exodus 2:25.
Exodus 2 and 25. Read it for me, Thomas. Exodus 2 and 25. All right. The oppressor, the slave master, he calls this the tetragramma. I think I got two M's in there. Tetragrammaton. That's what he calls God's name. Yahweh.
And what's that Texas? What's that? You pronounce that?
This right here?
Yeah.
Tetragrammaton.
And what does that word mean?
That's what the devil calls God's name.
Oh.
So, of course, most of these English scientific words are really just Greek. So, if you look up tetra in Greek, that means one thing. I think this might be four or something like that. And grammar means another thing, and ton means another thing. As a matter of fact, ask Alexa. Ask it.
Alexa, what is the tetragrammaton?
Oh, okay.
The tetragrammaton, or the tetragram, is the four-letter Hebrew theonym, the name of God in the Hebrew Bible.
There you go.
The four letters,
So we're not saying nothing
written and
strange.
read from right to left, are Yod,
Oh.
He, Vav, and He.
So and then he said we write from right to left. That's another thing I didn't say. The Lord gave us assistance.
Right.
Right? In Hebrew also, I see what I was doing. We don't write like in English. We write the other way. So we write from right to left. So we started with A, La, Ha to Yah. All right? Yah, Ha, Wa. All right? Also, these connectors at the bottom. The connectors, when you see it written like a smiley face, like it's pointing to the letter, you say the sound out. If you see they connected, you're dropping the R sound off the second letter, right? So we wouldn't say Ya, Ha, Wa, Ha. We'll say Ya, Ha, Wa. All right? Ya, Ha, Wa, right? Ask Alexa what tetra means.
Alexa, what does tetra means?
Tetra is usually defined as any of several tropical, freshwater fishes of the family Characidae,
That's not
often
it.
kept in aquariums.
That's not it. Ask what the Greek word tetra is.
Alexa, what is the meaning of the Greek word tetra?
Tetra is a Greek word that means four. It is commonly used as a prefix in compounds, combining forms, or adjectives to indicate four.
So
Tetra is also
tetra means
used in
four.
chemistry to denote four atoms.
Alexa,
of
stop.
Right, so tetra means four. Ask what the Greek word grammar means.
Alexa, what is the meaning of the Greek word grammar?
From speaking.com. Yaya is a Greek word that means grandmother.
What?
Yeah.
Alexa, grammar in Greek, what does it mean?
In Greek, the word yaya is used to refer to a grandmother.
Alexa, stop.
I can't do that on this device. To use your Echo to
Alexa,
control
stop.
your video device.
Alexa,
just
stop.
Okay, I got one right here, right? This is from BibleTools.org. Grammar, right? Grammar is a writing, letter, note, epistle, or book, right? Right? So this is to say four letter.
So,
Yeah.
will that be the word we're using today for grammar? Would that come from that, grammar?
Could be. Don't quote me on that. I'm not an English teacher. Hebrew teacher. You know what I mean? Let's see if I can, if ton is anything. T-O-N. All right, okay, there we go. And it says, okay, in Greek, the root ton means sound. Okay, and then ton means sound.
Okay.
All right?
So 4-letter sound.
4-letter sound is what they say tetragrammaton means, all right? As to what they call God's name. And of course, when you said earlier, the Jamaicans are calling God Jah, right? That's from Psalms. That's from Psalms, what is that? Psalm 60 something, right?
Right.
Right? So Jah, of course, to not use the Lord's name in vain. You see Jah, you see Yah, right? To not say God's name in vain, meaning you're saying God's name for nothing. Because if you say this word, God will hear you, no matter where on the earth you are. So you hear us say the Lord. Sometimes you hear us say Most High in Christ. Sometimes you hear us say other things to not say God's name in vain.
What you say, Most High in Christ?
Most High and Christ. Right? Most High and Christ. Christ means the anointed, meaning the king. All right? Okay? Right? So, of course, when you read in the Bible now, besides Jah, you'll have Jehovah, right? You have Jehovah, right? And if you got 1611, it might say Yahuwah. It might say Yahuwah or something else.
So Jehovah comes from Jah?
Jah comes from Jehovah.
Yeah. That's the Hebrew Bible?
That's English. This is English I'm talking about. So of course, that's Alexa when the letter J was made.
Alexa, when was the letter J created?
From ThinkNana.com. The letter J was created in 1524.
The letter J was created in 24. When did it come into usage?
Alexa, when did the letter J came into usage?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the letter J was first used in 1524. Did that answer your question?
No.
No.
Of course, the King James Bible, right, was from
Thanks for
1611,
your feedback.
right? And there was no J's in it. So, from what other things say, right? We might need it from a dictionary or something, right? But it came into use. The letter J came into use around the 1700s. I want to say the early 1700s. Whenever the Catholic Church came around, and their purpose was to make sure that God's children are never able to say God's name. You got a scripture for me right there?
Exodus chapter 2, verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
And the Most High looked upon the children of Israel, and the Most High had respect unto them.
We're missing something here. Give me one verse up.
Verse 24. And the Most High heard their groaning.
The Most High heard the Israelites groaning. Why? Because the Israelites are praying to the Lord. Read.
And the Most High remembered his covenant with Abraham, with with Isaac, and with Jacob.
Keep reading.
Verse 25. And the Most High looked upon the children of Israel, and the Most High had respect unto them.
What does that mean? That means at this time, the Israelites are not calling on Ra anymore. That's the only way how God can have respect onto you. Right? Because if you're calling on the name of another God, he loses respect for you. He's jealous when you call on another God. So meaning what? In Egypt, we were worshiping Horus, Seti, Ra, all them losers. Because their gods are fake. Those are losers' gods. And then we turn around one day and say, you know what? We're going to pray to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And then the Lord will respect unto us. But suppose you don't know God's name. That's what the apostles thought. All right, suppose he calling on God now, and they respect unto the Israelites. So how do we keep the Israelites in slavery in America? Take away the name from them. So they can't call on the name no more. So they left with the white man's God. Nobody. You left with the Arab man's God. Nobody. Which is nobody. Not real God. You see what I'm saying? So of course Muslims they pray to a rock in Mecca. And they go when you go there, you pray to the east, and when you go to the east, there's a rock that they're praying to, and they're circling in it, kissing it in they call it a vagina. They kiss the rock in the vagina. Right? And that is their Allah. But that's not our power. That's not the Allahayim. You see what I'm saying? The Allah, the real power. Allah Yanawa. You see what I'm saying? Right? So every heathen, they got their own religion. Okay? Good. We forgot the Qadash. Right? Can I erase this? Okay? I'm going to leave the no vowels on there. Okay? So beside the last one, we need the Qadash. Beside the last one, we need the Qadash. Qua, da, sha. Qadash. And this is the word to mean holy. What does holy mean? Anybody know what holy means? You know what holy means?
I'm not able to speak intelligent on it.
Okay, no sweat. Let's get a dictionary to make sure. Let's get you guys, Donovan's over there?
All right. Be dedicated or consecrated to God or a religious purpose.
Right, that's the fake meaning. That's the religious meaning. We don't got the Donovans? The side got torn off, right? Right. Overshot. You want to pass it to Thomas, so pass it to him. Holy. Oh, you want to help him out so you can just
regular dictionary?
Yeah. Okay. This is the Scholars Dictionary. It's the Donovans. Cats that can afford more research than all of us together. Okay?
This is Scholars Dictionary.
Okay. So besides that, Lashawan Qadash would mean holy language. So we're going to get the definition of holy. We're not going to make anything up. We're going to go to the dictionary, right? So we can get what it means in truth, all right? So of course, this word right here actually means a thing. This, in English, could be spooked into meaning anything. They'll see a cloud parting through with light because it just finished raining. The light coming through the cloud, and they say, oh, see, that's holy. That's not what holy is according to this actual word right here. Right? So this word right here, Qadash, right? This word right here, Qadash. Qadash. Right? This word is used in Hebrew more than a little bit. And it's used for more things than religious things. It's used for very normal, everyday things. You got it right there, Stanley?
Yeah, you ready?
From the top, Bible shop.
Holiness, holy. Usually translated words.
Usually translated what? Keep it in.
Words. Usually translated words derived from a herb root. It says herb.
Herb means Hebrew.
Okay. That's
Hebrew,
right?
Hebrew root.
Hebrew root. Oh, thank you, God. Qadash,
keep it in.
Qadash, and Greek haim.
Okay.
The basic meaning of Qadash
is separateness. That's it right there. That's it right there.
Oh.
Word holy means separate.
We translated words.
There we go.
Derived from a Hebrew. We
Keep
translated words.
keep it
derived
nice,
from a Hebrew.
nice and simple.
Qadash.
Nice and simple. Stanley. Oh, hold on. You're gonna have all the time in the world. It's all good. It's all good. The word holy means separate.
Right.
That's it. you got a sheep, you got a lamb, you got a cow, you got a goat, you got a chicken. If you say you want to separate the sheep from the other animals, you use the word Qadash. It's nothing spooky, it's not wholly religious. You're just separating the animal from the other ones. Because if you want to separate, if you got a nice pair of sneakers that you like, and you want to put it in a box to separate it from all the other sneakers, if you were to speak Hebrew, the word you would use to say separate would be Qadash. That's it. It's nothing deep, nothing heavy. That's just the Hebrew word to say separate. And holy is that word. All right? Good.
If I may, sir.
Please.
That word also, it's used to separate the alternative lifestyle people.
Yes.
And the rest
Yes.
of the normal.
Good night. Get a picture of Magic Johnson. Right? You're gonna see this in practical usage right now. You see what I'm saying? This is reality. All right? I'm gonna keep this on the board right here. All right? We're gonna get to these letters here. Okay.
I got it, sir.
Please.
It's on the screen.
It's what?
It's on the screen.
Okay, there you go, right? See if you can turn the TV on, see if you can double the thing too. You got a remote over there, right? That right there, they can see this online, right?
No, you can see it.
That right there, right? That's Magic Johnson's family. We all know that Magic Johnson got AIDS, right? There was a great speculation a long time ago of how he got AIDS, because of course AIDS was only showing up in a certain community. All the way to the right.
That's the son.
That's the son.
That's right. I heard it like 10 years ago. I
Yeah.
heard he was going crazy. He was going on the Mookie Wilson side. And I'm like, yo, I don't see it. Look how big this guy is.
That's
bigger than this man.
That's a wrestler, man.
Look at his arm.
He about to play ball, man.
He out of pocket.
He got a
He out of pocket.
You see what I'm saying? That's the son. Now look at the rest of the family. You see how they all
Look
come?
at Magic. Magic looked like a little kid.
Hold on, Stanley. Stanley, look at this. Look at this right, Stanley, right? You see how all of them right there, they all gathered together? Mm-hmm. And where's the son at? Is he all hogged up with them?
Oh, nah.
Where is he at?
He's isolated from the
He's
picture.
what? He's what? Say it again.
Isolated out the picture.
He's isolated out of the picture.
He's like Photoshop.
He's separate.
Straight separate from it.
He's
There's
separate
a
from the
space.
family.
He's not even touching none of them.
The water, exactly. That's the point, right? So now, the word for sodomite. The word for sodomite in Hebrew, guess what it is?
Qadash?
It's Qadash. Yeah.
Separated.
Yes. Of course. When you see the word Sodom, right? It's gonna be Sa. It's gonna be Sada. Right?
Those are Hebrew letters.
Those are Hebrew letters, right? Let me write it in English letters, right? It's gonna be this. Saddam. Right? Saddam, like Saddam Hussein, right? Saddam means scorch, meaning like, to scorch something with fire, right? So Saddam means. But when you go in that King James version and you see the word sodomite, in Hebrew it says Qadash. right? It says Qadash when you go into Hebrew. Because the whole idea is these are people to not keep around you.
All right, separate, yeah, okay.
That's the whole idea. And we do that naturally, just out of nature. You see what I'm saying? There's a sodomite come around, everybody, we get to one side and we give him his space. You see what I'm saying? And number one, you don't let your children go around them. Because you don't know how homosexuals are made. They're made from children. You see what I'm saying? What I mean by that? They're all touched, man. Every single homosexual, right? Even Magic Johnson's son over there, right? He is a man, a young man, who probably was a young man who got touched. And then they get touched, right? Gotta keep my language on here, right? When they get touched, they get confused about their sexuality. It's just like anybody with any other sin. You go through this trauma, and now you live your life according to this trauma, right? You smoke crack one time, and all your life, you are dedicated, we'll say fiend, we'll say, you chasing that first high, you get into trauma, you got all kind of things out there, you got all kind of diagnoses. You got the Stockholm syndrome, where you love the person that hurt you. You think you like men now? No, you got hurt by a man. That's what happens, right? That's according to counsel and research and diagnoses. That's how homosexuals are made, right? You keep the people away from you, man. They're dangerous. You see what I'm saying? Man, you get too close to them, you get the monkeypox nowadays. You gotta keep them away from. You need to quarantine the kind of people. You see what I'm saying? You gotta quarantine them. You see what I'm saying? Good. All right. Next is up, please.
Sir, even the I forgot if it's the Red Cross.
Yeah.
They don't even accept blood from these type of people.
Thank you.
Unless they spend a minimum of a year without having intercourse.
And that's real life, man. That's practical. That's you go to a hospital today. You type down that you're an LGBT member. We can't take blood from you. And it's not what do you call it? It's not they got a name for that. It's not orientationalist. Say it again?
Discrimination.
It's not discrimination. It's science.
Right.
In a hospital today, with all the discrimination laws, they have to keep you separate. They got to keep your blood separate.
Right.
Because God is real and the word in his book is real. Despite all of the, what Commander Johanna said, the fake world that everybody lives in. You got to get out of the fake world and get to the real world. All right? Good. Let's get some Hebrew letters now, right? Okay. So we're gonna start with the ba. Where's the God? 11. Ba, da, da, ha, wa. Right. So we got wa right here. Wa in the middle. Right. La, ma, na, sa, I, pa. We got pa right here. Right. La, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, wa, ra. Sha, da. Okay.
So we're seeing.
Say it again?
Seeing.
We get into all of that right now, right? What I'm doing is I'm just making sure that everything is nice and spread out on the board. If I don't do it like this, I'm gonna have one part all scrunched up over here, another one all down here, the letters all messed up, right? So I'm just mapping out the board to make it nice and neat for everybody to read legible, all right? Okay, there we go, right? So the top, we have for Allah, right? And that is Allah in Hebrew is a cow. Meaning what? When you see this, this is a drawing of a cow's head, right? So you're drawing a cow. You're drawing a cow, right? You got a tail, you got legs, right? And then you got two horns in the front. That's the oxen, the cow. Go ahead, brother.
Now that's the old Alasan.
Say it again.
That's not our original Alasan.
This is the one developed from from the time of King David. Of course, before that they were writing like this.
Yeah.
They're writing like this.
Yeah.
Right, something like that, right?
Yeah.
But of course, over time, the Israelites gonna write receipts over and over and over again, right?
Right receipts, like.
Write receipts, meaning our records say we put everything in writing.
Oh, okay.
So,
So why do we change? Why do they change that?
Because we write it. So of course, this might take a little while to write with all the other things. So of course, this one right here.
Oh, so that they just showing it just because it's long.
Yeah. So of course, from the time of Adam, the language had developed as to what they said. But there was a time when it was developed in righteousness. And that's why we got this one, because this one was from the last time where we had rulers. So this is from King David's time. And around that time, Solomon's time. Yeah.
The Alex with the yoke. Because it's a picture of the horse, the cow skull.
Yeah.
Like a picture of cow skull. But so they changed it.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, the only reason they changed it is just to make it short.
To make it more easy to write.
Oh, right.
Sure.
Okay.
Right here, look at this right here. This is Tazar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? This means side. Right? And this right here, this is supposed to be a man on his side. Right? So of course before this, it was this. A man, his head, he lying down.
On the side. He's laying down.
He's laying down on the side.
Yeah, he was dead.
But then to write that,
it's too much.
right? So over time, brothers writing down like you might write, you might say Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Right? But then you get down to writing a signature, you can write a signature. Your signature like this.
Yeah, the doctor signature. Yeah.
You see the doctor signature.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I say like that, this became that. And that became what we're using now. But it was like this before.
Question. So who's the creature that did that enhanced that? We know we got
No, there was no individual person.
No, it was a group.
This was the people all together.
Okay.
Like how we get given English and they teach us to say you and no and what and I mean, and then we come together in New York and we be like, yeah, man, know what I mean?
Flipping the bouncers.
Know what I mean? You feel me?
Oh, wow.
You ready?
So that's basically slang.
You know what I mean? There you go, right? But that's our culture to this. You know what I mean? We gotta think that's ours, and we did that. We gotta not neglect the things that we did.
So which
we gotta not neglect our book. Say it again.
Which one is seen?
You gotta wire me in. Scene like this.
The letter. Yeah.
Okay, the scene will be the samak. So that'll be this one right here. So I don't know if you're familiar with writing in the series. Are you talking about this one right here?
No, it's the W. It looks like it would. All right.
Come close over here. Come
right.
over more.
Let me see.
Yeah, right.
This one. I was looking. It was like it had something on the top.
Okay. That'll be this one right here.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And what is it called?
That would be Shan.
Shan.
Right? Shan. Right? And this will be the picture of two front teeth. This will be a tooth.
Oh, that's what the emblem is.
That's what it means. All right? And I'm gonna show you how we put these together. All right? So let me write this all out. What time we got this off?
Right now it's 8:32, sir.
8:32. Okay, we're doing good on time. All right, no questions online so far, right?
No questions.
Okay, good. Bayat is a 10. Any one of these you want to understand, I'll write them off for you so we can get how we got these shapes. All right? Give me Amos when you can, Thomas, right? Give me Amos 3 and 6. Right? This the last right here is real important too. Because of course, this right here.
Yeah, I agree with because I got I'm pulling up. I'll be looking at the Hebrew letters as well. Let me go to my.
Yeah, this right here, man. You wanna write this down, man. You know what I mean? Take your time. You could
Yeah,
look
see,
down. You know what I mean?
All right. Wow. Okay.
So you see that triangle right here, right? This is where we get the letter D from. This is just a D turned sideways.
Was it de left?
Yeah.
De left.
That's how they'll say it. But of course, there's no vowels. There's dalat.
Dalat. All right. So this our original text.
Right. Our original dialect.
All right. Yeah. And all right. So and then the original logo or letter was like a 7.
Of what?
On the Hebrew text.
Show me right quick. Right there.
Because look, we got the Aleph, they got the new Aleph, then that's the B, C, look right here, that's it. Boom, 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 that's the C. And so, and that will be the Aleph, or this one.
It'll be this one right here.
Yeah.
Okay, I was talking about.
Yeah,
they write like this.
Okay, see now, look.
Like that.
And look, see now, they just added that. So that's the 7.
No, this is the ha.
That's like the same one?
No, this is this one right here.
Oh, okay, that's the one with the opening. This is the opening right there, okay.
Yeah, so this is
wow, so they made it new to that?
This is the new one. This is the old one.
Oh,
remember, we're going back.
We're going back right now.
Yeah. Back.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Remember, give me the scripture about the old path, Jeremiah 6:16. Right?
Well, 16 and 16 is Fisher. It's Fisher. I was sent to many Fisher. I know which one you're talking about, sir.
I think you're right. So just shake it for me right quick, right? What scripture you got there, Thomas, right there, Bible show?
Amos chapter 3, verse 6.
Please.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city?
Give me verse 7.
That's 6. 6 and 16. You had the right verse.
Okay, come. Go ahead, Thomas.
Verse 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing.
So it's going to appear to us, right? In the end, when we're looking for the truth and we're looking for a sign, the Lord is going to do nothing except what's He going to do?
But He revealeth His secret unto His servants,
Well,
the prophets.
He's going to reveal this secret unto His prophets. That's how you're going to know where real prophets are. Prophets are going to walk out into the middle of the street, the late 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and they're going to say Jesus Christ is a black man. When the whole world got the Bible, and they saying, it's this white boy. We're going to love Jesus. He's all love. God is all love. And then there's going to be prophets that come on the street, and they're going to say, no, World War III is coming. Right. There's a virus that's going to come and shut down the whole earth. Nobody going to go outside. There's going to be violence in the streets right here where you're at. There's famine coming. You better start stacking the shelves of canned food. Go where you have to go.
They're going to say, y'all crazy.
And they're going to say, we crazy. Because we're saying something that is so different than everybody else. Everybody that got the Bible, but we read in the Bible and we show where God said it. And God gave us this right here. Right? God gave us all this right here. And no one had this until the ISGP came. Nobody couldn't say this before the ISGP came. You know, they'll call this a scene. Of course, we heard it before. You know, my brothers in the 80s and the 90s from Chicago, they was talking the Jewish man's tongue. But then, of course, the Lord called us to come to this place. Like how you came here today, I came here the same way, man. 2015. You know what I mean? I seen a video. You know what I mean? There's black Israelites. They talking these things that in the Bible right there. Some of them on page 1 of the chapters. And no one ain't said these things before. And that's how we know the Lord called us in here. And the Lord showed us these things. You know these things I'm doing right now? But I'm saying Alap is a cow and Bayat is a tent. You know that no one else don't got this? Not even the figures like what we want to put on the board right now. They don't got this. You see what I'm saying? The Jewish man, he don't got this. He can't tell you what some of these things are. He can't tell you that quiet from Quam. You See, he won't tell you that. Kwam, which means rise. He ain't gonna tell you that. Where's that one other one? Tana'ah. I'm talking about, this is revolutionary stuff we got going on here in the ISBK, man. Right? Tana'ah is a basket. Right? And you can spend all the money in all books. You're not going to get some of these things in here because those things were revealed to us. And that's how, read it again, read that part again. He will do nothing but. He will reveal what?
But he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
That's how you know who his true servants are. Not by someone who fakes praying in the middle of the street, but by the people who God opened the secrets to understand these things. Okay? Right? There's no question online if it's all right.
No questions.
What's going on online? Man? Oh, I know what's going on.
We have
We got how much people online right now?
we dropped to 5 right now.
Okay, that's fine because we got big business going on out there right now. Big up Captain Desire, man. You know what I mean? Having the discussion with the nation of FOI cat. You know what I mean? We're gonna tune into that right after this. You know what I mean? Because everybody gotta get down with what the law got going on here. You know what I mean? For the FOI, they're going to face. You know what I mean? They don't know what they're worshiping, but no problem. Right? We got brothers to talk to them. We got brothers to be their friends. We got brothers that love black people, love Latino people. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna come visit you, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna get on the same page, man. Also, give me that in Isaiah 1:18. You got that scripture for me, Mr.
Come, so it's Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord, stay ye in the ways.
You hear that, Stanley? What did God say?
Stay ye in the ways.
Stand in the way. What does that mean?
You said stay ye in the ways.
Stand.
Stand in the ways.
Stand in the ways, meaning in the Bible, right?
Yeah. Keep going.
The way is this word right here. Way is path.
Yeah.
Or road, right? The Hebrew word is darak. Darak. Right? So you can say it, right? That's the word way. Way, path, road. Meaning there's different ways of life.
Yeah.
There's different Israelite groups out there. You understand? There's different ways to go. There's different paths to go. Stand in the way, meaning look at all of these ways. Look at all these paths. Keep reading. And see. Look at all of them. Look at us. Look at them. Look at all the other ones. Read.
And ask for the old path.
Look for ask for which one is the root.
Wow, that's how I got here.
And
that's how I got here.
My hand.
I just ran through the Bible, the Quran, and then I'm searching. Then when I got the Elohim name, I said, "Where's this at? The Torah that Moses brought? It's not the same." I go to grab the Torah. Now I ain't got the Torah, so I go to YouTube and I'm looking at it. And I hear the Jewish people talk about Elohim. I start asking, "God, that's you?" Crazy. And now
of course, they are new to this culture. And of course, they didn't start with them. The old path would mean going past them and going to us, which is what you did, right? Because they're not the old path; they're the new path in the earth. They became Jewish in what year? Middle Ages somewhere, right? So they're the new path. You look at what they got.
Cold.
It's okay. Let me turn it down a little bit. Turn the AC on.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Right? And of course, you got some guys who come in other ways. They'll look at different Israelite groups and they'll ask, which one is the original school? And that's that one question they need to ask that brings you to the truth. Ask for the old path. Keep reading.
Where is the good way?
Where is the what?
Good way.
One of these ways are the good way. Not all of them. You go join a synagogue, you better go look out for Hamas. You chose the wrong path. You didn't ask for the old path. You better go look out for Muslims, man. They came out this week and they said all Muslims around the world get down with jihad. That's what they said on the news. in these newspapers. That's what the Palestinians are saying. All the high heads in the Muslim society. They say if you're a Muslim, go ahead and go do an attack against a certain kind of people. You see what I'm saying? And that's the Muslim command. You see what I'm saying? Well, as for us, Christ told us to be peaceful with all men. You see what I'm saying? So America don't gotta worry about us. You see what I'm saying? You can put us back on TV now because we're not the threat. We're keeping people from being a threat. Now, what are black Muslims doing? What are black Muslims doing? Right? And if there's any person out there that might look at this video at a later time, this is your fault if you are in any power, because you allowed black people to be Muslim and you kept them from us, where we would grant you peace and we would not harm nobody, but you left black people to be black Muslims, and black Muslims are being given orders to do attacks in the States. So, oppressor, man. That's a very silly thing to do, to not give black people and Latino people over to Commander Jihana, man. It's a very silly thing to do. Because you're going to turn Israelites, you're going to turn black people, they're going to find out they're Israelites while being Christians. We were talking about it yesterday. Christians attack people, man. Let's go to any football stadium and they fight over the Jets and whoever, the Giants. They fight people, man. You ever heard of the Bloods and Crips? What religion are they? They Christian, man. You see what I'm saying? Christians are violent. This is a violent religion. You ever heard of the KKK? They're Christians. KKK are violent. They'll burn a cross on your lawn. You see what I'm saying? So you leave black people to be Christians and find out that they're Israelites. They're going to be Israelite in violent Christianity. And then you're going to have anti-Semitic attacks around town because you did not give them over to Commander Giano. You left them to their own Christian mind. And they're going to do Christian things and they're going to do Muslim things. So that was the oppressor's mistake. You better put us back on TV. You better open up the airwaves and the radio channels and let us get back out there so we can grant peace to all people in America. Peace to all men, as Christ said. Right? Bible Shah, you have to go. Let me get that scripture too. Peaceful to all men.
Okay.
It's in the New Testament.
Should I finish this, sir?
Please.
And walk therein.
Hold on. Read it from the top one more time.
Thus saith the Lord.
God, here's God talking, Stanley. This is God right here. That's what God said. Read.
Stay ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths. Mm-hmm. Where is the good way?
And God said, this way is the good way.
And walk therein.
And you got to walk in there. That's what Stanley did today. He walked free from the Bronx. He walked his way down here. He came right down here. That God said, you obeyed God's commandment. Did he even know? Stanley, you ever read this before?
Huh?
You ever read this before?
The Bible?
No, you ever read this scripture right here before?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay, can you say you read the whole Bible in a certain time and place? Right? No problem. But he obeyed this right here. And he did it with action. Because faith is action. Works without faith. Faith without works is dead. That's what God said. Right?
And ye shall find rest for your souls.
And in this place, you're going to find rest for your souls. There's a place that you find rest for your souls at. All right? And you get that ISBK. We cannot guarantee you that in any other Israelite group. We cannot guarantee you that. What's that group that follow Kyrie Irving? Can't guarantee you peace in there. You know what I mean? They come up with the news for all kind of weird things. Weird things. I'm talking about people with training and all that. Lamar just learned. Of course, we come in here, we come in into not as perfect men. Right? What I'm saying now, I'm not making a slight to anybody. We come in here not as perfect men. Of course, Christ said, give me that tune in 1 Corinthians 10 and 18. 2 Corinthians, Thomas, give me 2 Corinthians 10 and 18 when you got a chance, all right? But you got a Bible too, right? Let me get 2 Corinthians 10 and 18. No, he got it, Thomas. He got it, right?
You want Isaiah 1:18?
Oh, please. Let's read that right there. We get that out in the ear and all that, right?
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Come now, and let us reason together, saith the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Though your sins be as scarlet,
though your sins be ash scarlet. You see what I'm saying? Meaning what? Still come and talk to us. Even though people make the mistake and they say, oh, I want to come to the BK, but I'm not ready yet. I got to get myself right. That's wrong. You don't come here when you get right. You come here before you get right. And here's the other thing. You don't get right without us. Who told you that you're going to get right on your own? That ain't how Christ did it. Christ didn't say, hey, y'all wash your own feet and then come see me. That's not what Christ did. He said, if you don't let me wash you, then you ain't worthy. You see what I'm saying? You got to let Christ wash your feet. And we're saying that we're the servants of Christ. We got to wash your feet. You see what I'm saying? You don't wash your own feet. All right? Okay? I want that one. Where am I going to find that one yet? About man coming with all temptations.
Say that one more time, sir.
The one in the Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. You got it, Stanley?
Corinthians. I'm on Corinthians. Which one?
1 Corinthians 10 and 13. Don't worry, Stanley. You got a lot of time to pray later, right? Right now, you got to learn what the Lord is trying to give you right now.
Corinthians 10 and 13.
Right? 1 Corinthians 10 and 13.
There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to make but God.
To man but God, right?
Yeah, I can't really see.
I know the writing is small. You got it, Thomas? I know Stanley's scriptures is the writing is very small. The print is very small.
God, sir.
Stanley, he gonna take over for you, Stanley. All right. All right. Go ahead, Thomas.
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will, with the temptation, also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
You understand? Okay. Read it from the top again, Thomas.
Gotcha. Verse 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man.
Meaning what? No matter what temptation you got, another brother also had that temptation. And that temptation right there, whether you overcome it or fall to it, is the deciding factor whether you get the kingdom of heaven or not. It's not about how much money you put into some pass around bucket at church. Right. That don't decide how you get, if you get to the kingdom or not. It's not about how much you pray or how much you shout hallelujah, or you bang your head on the ground on the carpet, on the red carpet, on Aladdin's carpet in the middle of the street, Harlem. That don't determine how you get into heaven. But fighting your temptations is how you fight. Is how you get into the kingdom of heaven. Right? Keep reading.
But the Most High is faithful.
But the Most High is faithful, meaning what? The Most High is a man of action. Faith means action. Right. According to the belief that God has, according to his doctrine. Keep reading.
Who will not suffer you to be tempted above.
No matter what temptation you got, God gave you that temptation because he knows that this is the one that you can handle. So don't you ever think that you got this temptation that you cannot handle it. He gave it to you because this is the one that you can overcome. And you should overcome it. You see, I mean, if you feel like it's too strong for you, pray. And he told to Shema Allah about a plan to have a fast. Don't do no fast on your own. He told to Shema Allah if you need that. Right? Keep reading.
That ye are able.
That you are able. Keep reading. Able in Hebrew is yakala. Yakala is able in Hebrew, right? Meaning what you could do. Read.
But will with the temptation.
But will. What is will? Meaning the thing that you're willing to do. Or willing to resist. With the temptation. Meaning you have to resist that temptation. Keep reading. It doesn't matter what I do because I got faith. That's that Christian garbage. With temptation. Keep reading.
Also make a way to escape.
Will make you a way to get out of that thing right at the last moment. You might go all the way to the weed man. Get there, say what's up, and walk past him. That's what you do. If you're being driven to come out of your house to go sin, and your feet get to walking, because Paul said, I do what I hate. His feet walking with that on his own command. If you get out there, you walking out some place to go commit sin. When you get there at the last moment, don't do it. Turn around or something. Turn to the left, or you see him say, "What up?" Oh, I got that. You want that? Not today, man. I'll catch you another time. Not today. Not right now. I'm good right now. You see what I'm saying? That's what you do. No matter what flavor of sin you got out there, go there and don't do nothing. Get there, turn the hell around. Get there, keep walking. All right, keep reading.
That ye may be able to bear it.
That you may be able to bear. And every time you resist it, you might mess up and walk to the person one time to go buy some weed. When you walk past him, the Lord is making you stronger when you walk past. Don't be weak. All right? Okay, don't be weak. All right? Any more there, Thomas? Okay, throw water. What was the other scripture I had? Was that it? Yes, we got a time check, Bubba Shaw?
It's 8:55, sir.
Okay, come. So we're gonna wrap up class now, right? Bible says strive for mastery, so I'm gonna make sure I write things down properly down here, right? Okay, good. Stanley, any questions?
Next class.
Okay. Brother, what's up?
Come. I have a questions.
Please.
I need a questions on, I think I spoke to you about this before, on Deuteronomy chapter 23, in the Hebrew. This is all in the Hebrew, what I'm talking about. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. Now, I can't.
The Edomite?
Oh, no, Salaki, sir, there shall be no whores of the daughter of Israel.
Okay.
Now, I can't articulate how I would put that in the Hebrew when it comes to the word of Qadash that's in Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17 and Deuteronomy chapter 20, I think 7 and 6 when they said, holy.
Right.
Because Qadash means separate.
We was just talking about that before you got here. Like 20 minutes before you even got here. Wherever you was at, where you was in the train or wherever you was at, wasn't we just talking about that? We were just talking about Qadash and Michael Johnson's son.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and if you're asking that question right now, we need it. You got it? Deuteronomy 23?
Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17.
Right quick, brothers, all right? You're gonna get from me in the Hebrew, right? It says Deuteronomy. Okay, it's glasses 23 and what again? 17?
Verse 17.
All right.
There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
Okay. Give him a second, right? 22 or 22. So it should be 23. And we got 17.
Okay. Because that's a little too small.
Oh, so, okay, you got what you were at there? Okay,
Come.
go ahead. All right.
About to do it now. 23 and 17.
Okay. Okay, right quick, Stanley, right? Thomas, right? We good on this, right? This is a figure of a cow. This is the figure of a tent. This is the figure of a camel's hump. This is signified a camel's hump in the air.
The camel.
There you go. This is the door of a tent. When you got a tent, the shape of the door is triangle. This is also where you get the shield of David. I don't know if Yettazar can stand up. You got you got a dope shield of David.
That's right.
That's on the
That's
camera right here, right? This thing right here, right, is two.
The five star, the Star of David.
This what they call the Star of David, the shield of David.
Okay, the triangle up and the triangle down.
Triangle up and the triangle down. Oh snap!
Yeah,
I forgot. I just think of yesterday, you know, he's so glorious with his shield on his over there, right?
So that's the shield of David.
That's the shield of David. Meaning that's David's signature, because the triangle is a D, and David got two D's in his name. David. You know what I mean? And the V in David's name will be written in Hebrew. It will be written like a Wah, and that Wah at the beginning of a word means and. Meaning it's like you put things together.
Yeah, okay.
So David put the two dots together, and we get the shield of David. We can get anyone. We can get Esther 8:8. We can get 1 Kings 23:8. Right? Where it talks about David putting, all the kings always made a signature of the letters in their name. And this one is the signature or the shield of David, what the world called the Star of David. You see what I'm saying? That's what that is. You got some cats be out there, oh, that's the Star of Molech. Molech is a cow. Dumb. God damn, man. God damn meaning God condemned. Molech was a cow. Was a damn cow. And he stuck the babies in the arm of the cow. Ain't no triangles, man. Triangle in Hebrew is a door. You know what I mean? Good. Ha, right, is your hand doing this. To say, behold, say, da-da!
Which one is that?
This one right here. Ha. Ha now. What I'm doing here is I'm taking the first syllable of all these words. The first syllable is the sound of the Hebrew letter. Right? So alap, a is a. That ba from bayat is ba. That ga from gamal is ga. Da from dalat is da. Hana, ha. Wow, wa. Zayan, za. Right? Kawama, kha. Right? Tana, on and on. All right? Okay? The Y is a fish hook. It's a hook with two prongs. Right? That's what people do when they catch fish. It hooks on either one, the fish, and people stack them up on the hook to go walk with it home. They stack up the fish on the hook. And that's how we got the figure of the and. The and this, and that, and this, and that. We got one fish and two fish, and three fish and blue fish. Right? Zion is from what was shown before. Is like a throwing weapon with a blade on two sides, and you throw it. It's like a boomerang. Right? Kalma is a figure of a fence. Tana'a is a figure of the bottom of a basket. Right? You get the willow bush. You make a circle. You make an X with the willow bushes, and then you weave around the X from the center outwards to create the bottom of the basket. Yad is your hand doing this. That line means specifically talking about this part right here. The cup is the marking in your palm of your hand. Cup. Right? Even that cup, and it became in the word for spoon. In case you want to grab a spoon, you say, grab me a cup. Right? I want to speculate. It's a speculation. I want to say the English word cup comes from this cup, but I can't prove it yet. It's a speculation. That cup is like the same thing with a spoon. It's the same action. But I can't prove it yet, but that's my theory and my guess, and I'll be looking for the evidence in due time. Lamont, they say that it looks like the American L. Don't forget, this is the American Z right here.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The L, that's like the American L. That is a walking stick. Before it was written like this.
Oh, that was a walking. Let me see. Oh, okay.
Right, it was a walking stick, the same one that you walk with, and then they put in Bugs Bunny
like a candy cane upside down.
Like a candy cane upside down.
Take them off the stage.
Take Bugs Bunny off the stage. You know what I mean? Right? That became this over time, right? This ma right here is the water. This picture of pocket of water. Right?
Yeah, all right.
Right? This Nawan is the root sprouting from a seed. So the word is sprout. So it's a picture of seed right here, right? And then you sprout roots. One goes down, one goes across, and then it brings forth the flower. Right? That's Nawan. Samak is the skeleton of a flag. You see the Japanese and the Chinese make flags like this. It's not like the white, it's not like the oppressors' flags. They put a skeleton in the flag so the picture stands up. You see Japanese people, they have a flag like this, right? And they have the Chinese writing in there, some garbage, right? And the flag will look like this. It's held open because of the skeleton in the flag to hold the picture open of whatever you got on your flag. That flag, you establish territory with that flag. The oppressor went to the moon. He put the flag on the moon to establish his reign and dominion on the moon. So the word Samak is established in the figure as a flag. All right? And of course, we're teaching you these words because these are common words you're going to come across. This I right here, Ayan, is I. The English word I comes from Ayan. Pa, right? There's no line right here. That was a mistake from earlier, right? This is the figure of your mouth. Top jaw, bottom jaw. Right? Top jaw, okay, you're looking at me sideways. You sure?
I just made the mouth.
Are you doing the mouth? Oh, I thought I had to draw some teeth in there for you. And a tongue.
So the iron is just a circle?
Yeah. Your eye, it's a circle.
Oh, all right, the eye, okay.
You know what I mean? I would draw an eyeball, but then you're gonna hear people say that we're Illuminati. They're gonna say, see, look, they got the eye and the eyeball and the eyeball. I'll leave it in a circle. You know what I mean? Because people out there are crazy, you know. They're without guidance, and they'll you know, they spooky and they scared, and we understand there's a scary world we're living. But who cares about the Illuminati where people's heads get chopped off in Hamas?
That's right.
And the Israelis. And the Israelis are in your black neighborhood, man.
Right.
Those people that say they say they want to destroy all of them. And I remember Crown Heights, man. And I remember the black Latino neighborhood in Crown Heights, with all them Jamaicans and Haitians there and black Americans there. And what did the Jewish man say? He wants all of them. He wants to destroy all, and he took the whole neighborhood, man. Raised the rent yay high. He owns all the houses. We don't own no houses no more, man. They own all the houses, man. We can't afford the rent to pay them. Telling me, man. You ain't gonna tell me, you know. You ain't gonna tell me, you know, who's the devil. You know what I mean? Who the enemy of black people is. You know what I mean? Shown by the action. We went over Tazar earlier, the man on his side. Stanley, remember? Mm-hmm. All right? We got Kwam to say rise, meaning.
So I'm sorry, Crush brother.
Please,
so what's the
please.
new on the Tazar? What's the new symbol?
What's the
The Tazar, the man on the side. What's that now?
This is the same man on his side.
Oh, that side is
It's just that this is how we write it now.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. So right now, that's how it is right there.
That's how it is right now. Like that.
Oh, like a American R. Like a
No,
fake R.
no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say
say
that.
that?
I wouldn't say that.
Like this.
Because there's a space here. I see what you're looking at. It looks like that.
Yeah.
But it's not that.
Okay.
Remember, that R is down here.
Well, they they copied this over here. All right. I know they copied.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see where it was at.
Of course. You know what I mean? So put that R backwards. I'm writing it wrong, right? Put that R right here, backwards, right? Mm-hmm. And then just take that leg off right here, and we got this.
Mm.
Right? That's the R.
Look like, yeah, it looks like
you know what I mean? Come on. And by the way, this Ra, this is head, Ra'ash.
And now the Aleph, the number symbol for Aleph represents 1.
Say again.
Aleph is a number. It said Aleph is a number represents Aleph as well.
A number.
Like
number 1.
Number 1.
That's not true. I get. They do that in the Torah.
Yeah, that's what when I'm looking up online. The Hebrew they tell them they saying that they explaining that the Hebrew alphabets is alphabets and it's also numbers. Now, the Aleph all the way to 9, and then after 9, it starts from 10.
Right. That's something new. That's not the old meaning. If I look in the Hebrew, if I read Jeremiah, if I read in the book of Numbers, we don't count like that. We say the numbers out. There's no ah or ba, just for no shortcut for no numbers. That's a new thing that the Jewish man is doing because we didn't have Arabic numerals. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, we write them 1, 2, 3, 4. They credit it to Arabs. I'd say we created it and Arabs sold it. But in our culture, right, where we were speaking Hebrew and all that, we said Akkad, Shanya.
So these are the numbers.
Shalash. These are the numbers right here. Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash, Shasha, Shabai. Right? What's the other one? Shemaona, Sashai, Aishara. Right? So we wouldn't do about God for numbers. That's what the Jewish people do right now with the Tanakh. So if I go in here right now, right? We got Itazar.
No, I was just gonna say, sir, I think that's going into the Kabbalah, where they have a different.
Oh, come.
Oh, that might be what it is.
Yeah. What's the knowledge of the Kabbalah? That's why I was just searching for that.
That might be what it is. Right? So that's numbers right there. So if I go to, I'm in Jeremiah chapter 7.
Yeah.
They put the Zah, that's the letter Z, the Zah. Mm-hmm. They put that for number 7 in the Tanakh. But that's Jewish people's doing. And Yetazar said from the Kabbalah.
So yeah, what's the knowledge on the Kabbalah?
The knowledge on the Kabbalah is that that's Jewish culture. That's not, we like also Hazar said, we don't do that. That's
right. The Kabbalah is white people's trash, garbage. It's their religion.
They just put that. They just inherit the Kabbalah.
The Kabbalah is garbage. Just picture garbage. All right. Just picture, bring that trash can over there. Bring that trash can over there.
Okay.
Drag that trash can over there. Right? Drag that trash can over there. We got some trash right here. Let me get that thing right there. Let me get that plate right there. Right? Give me the camera. Give me the camera right here.
Come.
Give me the camera right here. Put that down right here. This is the Kabbalah right here. Stanley, can you see? This will be in the trash can. Right? In the trash can.
Salaki, sir, if
I mean, make room for the Quran and all that in there. The trash can. That's right. It's the white man made of garbage. It's not yours. It's not yours, Stanley. Don't worry, Stanley. You got other things. You got great things going on, man. You got great things going on. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, for sure. Free yourself from that garbage. You're gonna get confused from that garbage, man.
That's what I want to hear.
You know what I mean?
Those are words of God right there,
man.
Free myself from that.
He's gonna confuse you. Oh, careful, right? So it's all good. You know what I mean? He's gonna confuse you.
Yes, add on for
that. You know what I mean? For sure. You have to say something? Oh, snap. Go on the top. Okay? The Quam, right? Picture the sun rising on the horizon, on the sea, right? And it's going up. That's how we get the Quam. All right? Ra'ash, same thing. Here's a brother's afro. This man's head, he got a nose. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is his neck, this is his chin. He got 2 front teeth right here. Right? There's a picture of a head. All right? This is 2, and it was 2 front teeth right here. All right? We went over X marks the spot. All right? Is that it? No more questions right quick? We're at the end of the class now.
Sister Arnold asked a question, but I'm not quite understanding.
Okay, let me just say as it's read.
Wife of young man James, who somebody didn't check it.
Big up young man James.
That's right.
She said, wash hands. May I want those letters in English? Wash hands.
You sure there's nothing before that? Okay. Scroll back down. Okay. May I? What's those letters in English? Oh, snap. 864.
Oh, I don't know if she's saying may I. What is may I?
I'm not. She's saying that she's asking, may I, sir? What's those words in English? I'm not sure if she's talking about these. It might be, the camera might be a little too far. Put the camera a little closer. Put the camera a little closer. There's this thing right here. Okay.
If you can hear us, Olivia, if you could just clarify that question for us, or Officer Hazard,
The answer.
Okay.
I'll push up.
I know we got the shine of the computer. There's like a shine of the computer right there. Put these legs out a little more. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Okay. So we got Alap is a cow, Bayat is a tent, Gamal is camel, Dalat is door, Hana is behold, or nowadays we say here. Here he is, right? Wow is a fish hook. Zayan is a weapon. Kauma is a fence. Tana'a is a basket. Yad is a hand. Cup is a cup, right? Cup is the palm of your hand. Cup is the palm of your hand. Right? Palm of your hand. Right? This thing right here. These lines in your hand right here. That's the cup. That's what we got down here. Right? Oh, it's sort of if you can see it right there, right? That's this right here. All right? Lamaz means learn. Mayam is water, right? Nawan is sprout, sprouting a seed. Samak means establish, right? Pa or ayan is your eye, your physical eye. Pa is your mouth. Tazad is side. The word English for side comes from tazad. Kwam is rise. Ra'ash is your head. Shan is tooth. And thou is mark. Like X mark the spotlight, the mark of the beast. Mark. This is mark right here. Right? You put a mark. I put the treasure here. Right here. Right here is where Alpo stashed the dope. Under this tree. You put the cocaine in this bag right here by this tree. Right here by Brownsville Parkway Projects.
Right.
Right here's the mark. They buried the money here. Put the mark right here on the map. Right? You understand, right? You get it, right? We're from New York City, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. Any more questions? Inside, outside, online, offline. Stanley, we good?
So like I said, still the question
snap.
Let's
get it quickly.
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy 23 and 17.
Come,
So like
come,
yes,
come,
2 minutes, yes, is all.
Come.
As a matter of fact, you have to start counting to 60 from your bow show.
Yeah. And my question goes to.
You got work after yesterday, right?
I can take.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Deuteronomy 23 and 17.
Come.
Okay. It says the higher Qadashah. That Qadashah is full.
That is the word, because I see the Qadashah. Now the ha at the end is like a servant. So if that means
not really servant. This is a tense where they serve something else. Right? So just think of rank. You got the big one, Qadash, and then you got the lower one, Qadashah. You got the flaming brother, and then you got the one that people don't take as serious as that one. Right? You got him, and then you got the lesbian, her. You see what I'm saying?
If I may.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing. She the person that's in the scripture is serving the action. That's what I mean. That's what I mean when it comes to Qadashah.
Mm-hmm.
Sir.
Yeah.
In that instance, because I know you said the I know if I'm not mistaken, you said it doesn't mean that it's always feminine. It doesn't necessarily means that.
Right.
But in that instance, being that he's talking about the daughter,
it would be.
In that instance,
in that instance, it would be.
That word?
Yes. Being like that's what it is. But you gotta not tie your mind to gender, because this thing actually means rank.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But if you tie your mind, if you tie it to gender, then Solomon's name gonna get a little sticky. You're gonna call it feminine. You're gonna get brother's name. Brother's gonna get the name Yahawada, and they're gonna say, hey, but there's a high on my name. Right? Is my name feminine? Right? You won't get brothers just caught up on the ha if you make it feminine. So I always try to say this is not about gender. This is about rank. You know what I mean? No matter what word it is. All right? If it's talking about a woman, that woman serves a man. She's in lower rank to that man. And lesbians serve that man. I don't care what it is. I don't care who's there. They serving men in that LGBT community. Men are running that thing. You see what I'm saying? They pulling them strings. Right? Some man in pink out there. All right? Right? That's all you wanted to know?
Oh, no, it goes along.
It said the perverted one.
No, and that's what exactly I'm talking. So
the perverted one, Qadash.
If I say Qadasha, that means like an uncleanly act that someone, you know what I'm saying, like what you're saying is not pertaining to daughter, but is pertaining to I want to separate myself from this uncleanly act that this person is doing.
I wouldn't call it act. I'll just call it, as they clearly, in there, they're clearly naming a person, right? So if you want to look for the act, you could say the act is, but it's you're naming the thing in general. It's it's similar to you ever heard of Muslims say, oh, that's haram? Right? I don't know what haram really means, but there's a bit.
They said, oh,
there we go.
It's not good.
There we go.
Haram is
I mean,
bad.
it's forbidden. It's bad, right? That'll be like, so. What you're saying is that's separate. Keep away from that. If you use it in that way, then yes.
That's
right. But we would just say we'll find the word for fornication. We would just say that.
If I may, and also in the that you told me the word for whore. Cause you know what I'm saying, in English is whore, but I think it was Zana.
Zana. Yeah, Zana.
That's specifically talking about that act.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, for the daughters of Israel.
Right.
Zana
is the actual word for harlot. Go ahead.
If I may, so what is it? Because it says here, there shall be no that word out of the daughters of Zion.
So you know what it is. It says it right there. Right. Meaning these are people, if you keep them around you, they will pollute your children. They will harm your children. You see what I'm saying? And all that is to the Lord is wrong, man. No matter if it's just a woman that's just getting everybody, or if it's an actual what's the safe way to say it?
You can say act.
Promiscuous woman.
I'm talking about the LGBT one. LGBT woman.
You can say the
you know what I mean?
Alternative
woman.
Alternative belief.
Right. She will come for your daughters. Your daughter will get 14 or 10, and she will come for her. You see what I'm saying? So keep these people away, because they got a desire. You see what I'm saying? The same how me and you, we look at a grown woman, and we admire her, and we want her, and we ask if she's single. An LGBT woman, she does that with young girls. You see what I'm saying? So keep them away. Qadasha, keep them away. You see them? The whore, the same thing. She gonna look at the young brother coming up playing football. He got little muscles. And she's going to ruin his life, man. She's going to twist his mind up. So they one and the same. Keep them away. Keep them separate. They cause damage. You see what I'm saying? To the nation. You see what I'm saying? Don't bring them into the school. There's better women to bring into the school than her. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, let her go to IUIC, man. IUIC love women like that, man. You know what I mean? Come.
That was the end of my questions.
That's it. And with that, the Most High Christ the brothers are right. And with that, I pass the class to Priest Officer Yatazar, Ban Lawyer.
Clap it up for the class. Most High Christ, man of Israel. Real quick, all right, if it's your first time watching the class, we do have a security announcement. Make sure you keep that in mind. If you
Oh,
are the ISUK,
Salakia.
go on, sir.
All women are allowed in the school. They're allowed to come to class.
Good.
Right? Everybody, Christ is for everybody, and His grace is for everybody.
Right.
Everybody gets a second chance, but know what to choose a woman is what I'm saying. Know what to choose a woman. You know what I mean?
We are the ISUBK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will count each other. After the 6 months, what did I say, sir?
Count.
Oh, man, Salaki. Well, court each other. I got to do some research on that. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3, verses 8 to 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny or any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher.
Meaning, if you have income, you pay 10% of that to the Lord. If you don't have income, 10% of nothing is nothing.
Right.
Mostly.
Priest fund, freely offering from priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation, which is Hakanaka, sir. Hakanaka. Do you have the date? Baradazar, it's not in the.
It should be late December.
Hakanaka, which should be around December. Our next class, Lord willing, we'll have it on deck so we can announce the Holy Convocation. All right, and make sure you check out the bulletin board at your school. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, scarf. Start wearing all black if you want to be a brother in the school, a trooper, and also if you want to be a sister, you want to talk to your camp leader. With that, then a visual, I majam, which means to stand. I majam Shabbat. I majam Barak. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Thumb.
Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Yahweh Shai Barak Atham. And what that means is, God, in the name of Christ, bless you all. Right?
And to the sisters, Yahweh Shamar Alata Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, which means may the Lord watch over you in the name of Yahweh Shai. Shalom. All right, dismiss.